Welcome to the part 5 video of the chapter Polynomials. In this class, we will study how to divide two polynomials by long division method. So let's begin the class. Let's consider two random numbers, say 15 and 6. Okay? And let's try dividing 15 and 6. That is 15 by 6. We know 6 times 2 is 12. So 12, remainder is 3. Right? This is a simple long division method that we already know. So can I write 15 is equal to 6 into 2 plus 3? 6 into 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15, right? So you already know here 2 is called the quotient, 3 is remainder, and we know this number 15 is the dividend, and the number with which we are dividing is the divisor, right? This is something we already know. And I hope you guys have understood this way of writing also. So that is quotient multiplied by divisor, and then we add that to the remainder. We get back the dividend. Now consider another example, that is 12 and 6. In this case, if I divide 12 by 6, what will happen? For me, in this case, my remainder will be 0. Why? 12 is equal to 6 by 6 into 2 plus 0. In this case, my remainder is 0. Why? Because here 6 and 2 is a factor of 12, or I can say that 12 is a multiple of 6, right? So similarly, likewise we have divided two numbers, right? Likewise, let's try dividing two polynomials. Okay? So take an example of a polynomial, that is 2x cube plus x square plus x. Let's divide this polynomial with a monomial x. What will happen? 2x cube plus x square plus x divided by x. In this case, let me make it more simpler. 2x cube by x plus x square by x plus x by x. I divided the x for each term, right? Now if I divide this, I'll get 2x square, right? This x and the x cube gets cancelled, and the remaining is 2x square plus x plus, here it is 1, x by x is 1. This is what I get when I divide 2x cube plus x square plus x by x. Here, after dividing, I did not have any remainder, right? So this is similar to this kind, like 12 and 6, there is no remainder. This polynomial is completely divisible by this monomial x, right? So can I write 2x cube plus x square plus x is equal to 2x square plus x plus 1 multiplied by x, like we wrote here, right? Similarly, I wrote 2x cube plus x square plus x is equal to 2x square plus x plus 1 multiplied by x, right? Here, if you open this bracket, you will get back this polynomial, right? 2x cube plus x square plus x, right? Now Can I say from this exercise, can I say that 2x square plus x plus 1 and x are the factors of the polynomial 2x cube plus x square plus x? Yes? Now let's see how to divide any two polynomials, like any two given polynomials. What is the steps to be followed? Here the question is to divide p of x by g of x. That is, they have given what is p of x and what is g of x. So they are asking us to divide 3x square plus x minus 1 by x plus 1. So in this case, how to proceed with the division? This method that we are going to do is the long division method. So let's study step by step. In the first step, you need to write it in this way: 3x square plus x minus 1. So that is the dividend which comes inside, and then the divisor x plus 1. X plus 1. We are dividing p of x by g of x. So this is the divisor and this is the dividend, right? Now in the next step, what you need to do is, you need to consider the first term of the dividend, that is 3x square, right? 3x square. And then the first term of the divisor, that is x by x. You need to divide them. So here, after dividing 3x square by x, you will get 3x. So like this, you will get 3x. Now this number or this expression, take it and write it over here. So this becomes your first term of the quotient. Now in the next step, what you need to do is, you need to multiply this quotient with this divisor and write it down here. That is 3x multiplied by x plus 1. What will you get? 3x square plus 3x, right? After multiplying, you will get 3x square plus 3x. 3x square plus 3x. This expression, you need to, after multiplying this, you need to write it over here and then subtract. So this subtraction is x minus 3x. X minus 3x is minus 2x. So here the first term is, the last term is minus 2x, and here it is 3x square minus 3x square. It cancels off and becomes 0. Okay. Now bring down this term, that is the term that we have not used yet, that is minus 1, right? Minus 1. Bring it down. Now again, repeat the step. You need to divide the first term. Now this minus 2x minus 1 becomes your new dividend, and this is the divisor. Now repeat the same steps. Divide minus 2x with the first term of the divisor, that is minus 2x divided by x. Your answer will be minus 2. Write the answer here. Now this becomes the next term of your quotient. Now the new quotient, you need to multiply it with the divisor, that is minus 2 into x plus 1. The answer will be minus 2x plus minus 2. Right? Minus 2x minus 2. So after multiplying, you need to write down the product here. Minus 2x minus 2. Subtract. So when you subtract, this will be plus, this also will be plus. That is, basically you need to convert the or change the sign. Here it is negative sign, so this becomes plus. Here also it is negative sign, so this becomes positive. Whereas here this 3x square was positive before. When we subtract, this becomes negative. Here this positive sign will become negative sign when we subtract. That is the basic logic. Okay, so when we subtract this, this is minus 1 plus 2. Minus 1 plus 2. Answer is 1. This is minus 2x plus 2x becomes 0. Now you can't divide 1. There is nothing to bring down, right? Okay. And then you cannot divide 1 with x. You need to stop the division at this point. Why? Because here the remainder is less than the divisor. That is the degree. The degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. What is the degree of the remainder? It is 0, right? You can write 1 like this. Here, in this case, since this is a constant polynomial, the degree of this remainder or constant polynomial is 0, whereas the degree of the divisor that we have is 1. So, since the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor, we stop the division at this point. And now we can write this as 3x square plus x minus 1 is equal to, that was my dividend, is equal to 3x minus 2, that was my quotient, multiplied with x plus 1, that was my divisor, plus 1. This is my remainder. So basically it is the dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So thus we can conclude in this way, that is, if p of x and g of x are two polynomials, that is, we have two polynomials p of x and g of x, such that the degree of p of x is greater than the degree of g of x. Okay, the degree of p of x should be greater than g of x. Then we can find two other polynomials q of x and r of x, such that p of x will be equal to g of x multiplied by q of x plus r of x. That is, here we are dividing p of x with g of x, right? And q of x will be the quotient and r of x will be the remainder. And also please note that the degree of r of x, that is, the degree of the remainder polynomial, should be less than the degree of g of x. That is the divisor. The degree of r of x should be less than degree of g of x. That is the divisor. So thank you guys. In the next video we will do more examples of division of polynomials by long division method.